September 11th, 2001, the date that no one will ever forget. According to History.com staff, 9/11 Timeline of Events, sponsored by E&A Network, 3,000 deaths occurred that day as a result of 19 terrorists hijacking 4 U.S. passenger planes. The planes hit the north and south tower of the World Trade Center, as well as the western side of the Pentagon, and we believed it was intended to hit the White House. However, the brave passengers on the plane crashed it into a field in western Philadelphia. Dr. Brian D'Souza, MD, born in Manhattan, New York, was in his office when the event happened. Manhattan, New York is a diverse city with many groups of people. Dr. D'Souza had an average, uneventful life, his mom and dad living normal lives as well, his father working for the United Nations, and his mother a simple grammar school teacher. According to History.com, the terrorist group Al-Qaeda was behind the attacks, with Osama bin Laden as their leader. American Airlines Flight 11, 175, and United Airways Flight 93, and finally Flight 77, were all the planes to take off and crash. Dr. D'Souza was working in his office as normal when he heard about the plane crash. Once word broke out about the first crash at 8:46 a.m., everyone was in panic. Running around frantically, trying to call their families, Dr. D'Souza tried to calm everyone down, while at the same time wondering if his own children were okay. At this point, the media was streaming live video of the North Tower in flames. Hundreds of lives lost, the devastation it brought upon people. At 9:03 a.m., Flight 173 hit the South Tower. Media was now reporting that this was a terrorist attack. After the second crash, the FAA bans all takeoffs going to New York. At 9:59, Flight 77 crashed into the western side of the Pentagon, killing all the people on board and the military and civilian people inside and outside the building. The final target was the White House, or at least that's what we thought it was. No one can prove if that was the original target. The plane, once hijacked, was taken back by the people on board and crashed in a nearby field in western Philadelphia. This dramatic event has changed America forever. At 9:59 a.m., the South Tower collapsed, and less than an hour after that, at 10:28 a.m., the North Tower of the World Trade Center collapsed as well. Since 9/11, airport security has increased by a lot. Things are much different now than they were before. Airports now have full body and bag checks to make sure there are no weapons on the plane. According to TheNation.com, the Department of Justice has prosecuted more than 500 terrorism cases since then. Everyone is still shaken up from the event, including Dr. D'Souza. His thoughts are, he felt helpless seeing the explosions and wishing he could help. But when he got home, he was grateful that his family was safe. After the event, Dr. D'Souza tried calling his family and his brother. However, neither of them picked up. Days passed until he finally received a call from his mother telling him everything was all right. Not only was Dr. D'Souza relieved to see his family, thousands of other people were happy to see their family too. However, some families were not so lucky. On September 10th, 2010, according to CNN.com, the CIA learns bin Laden is staying at an abandoned compound. On April 29, 2011, President Obama gives the order to bring in or capture Osama bin Laden. 9/11 is truly a tragic event and will not be forgotten. September 11th, 2001 was a truly unforgettable moment in time. There were 3,000 deaths that day and millions of injuries. Families devastated all around the world. Al-Qaeda, the terrorist group, and Osama bin Laden, the leader behind the attacks. They will not be forgotten, as they are the ones who caused us the pain, the people they killed, the families they hurt. 9/11 was an important point in history. The pain and suffering will never be forgotten. Now, every year on 9/11, we will remember what happened and come together as a family, as Americans.